Welcome to Nature News Report. And yes, today we were talking about Caufield. And Caufield has been drafted by the Montreal Canadiens 15th overall. And in the 2019 draft, Caufield really dropped down in this draft. Primarily of a couple things. One thing is that his height, 5'7", teams were like, even though he played really well with Jack Hughes, he's a goal scorer. You know what I mean? They were kind of like that. Like, let's hold off and let's pick a guy that we know is a little bit taller and can still score. Boom. You know what I mean? Like, Minnesota, they picked Matthew Boldy. His size is big. He's a big guy. And Minnesota play like, all the other teams that really passed him, you know what I mean? So looking at Caufield, Montreal has him now. Doesn't matter how far he slips. This guy, I am glad he slipped this far because Montreal gets a gem in the rough. So, getting into this, you're probably like, why are you not answering the question? Here we go. So, how is Caufield a pure goal scorer? Is he a pure goal scorer? Well, what we saw in the U.S. National Development Program, I'll share the stats and it'll show for itself. In the U.S. National U18 team in the USDP, in 64 games, he has 72 goals, 28 assists for 100 points, and a plus and minus of an even. Let's talk about that. Okay. I like to zoom in on this 28. There we go. Let's just look at those. 72, 28, and 100. 72 goals. 28 assists. 100 points. Of course, in the NHL, you are not going to score, unfortunately, 72 goals. You might get 100 points. Yeah, McDavid does it. Crosby does it. Many players do it. But you're not going to score 28 goals. 72 goals. But looking at that, that's really good. In the lower leagues, that's how much they score because you're able to score that much. But in NHL, it's tougher. But to know that he can really put up the goals like this really shows that he can play in the NHL. How big a pure goal scorer is he? Look at that. 72 goals, 28 assists. Is it the opposite? Is it 28 goals and 72 assists for 100 points? No, it's 72 goals, 28 assists, 100 points. That shows that he scores more than puts up the assists or passes, does this. He's a guy who scores. And this shows that Montreal needs that guy. And, of course, you need a guy who makes playmaking. I'm always into that. A guy who could play make. You got many of them. You got Kotkaniemi. You have Nick Suzuki. You have Ryan Poehling. Those are guys who can score still. The prospects for NHL, for Montreal. But they're not a goal scorer, a pure goal scorer like Caufield is. Caufield, to say he's a better goal scorer than all of them. But not to demote Poehling, Suzuki, and Kotkaniemi. Those guys are awesome. Kotkaniemi has a fantastic shot. Ryan Poehling, great player. Nick Suzuki, great player. But the guy who can score the most, and that pure talent of goal scoring, that's all he wants to do all the time, is Caufield. But looking at those 72 goals and 28 assists, 100 points, that shows that he doesn't care about points. He doesn't care about assists. All he cares about is putting that puck in the back of the net. So, really, this guy can just score. And if there's a team that needs help scoring, it's the Montreal Canadiens. The Canadiens, even though they had way better last year in the 18-19 season, you can always use more goal scoring, especially a young player who can score from anywhere from the ice, left, right. We've seen his shot. Watch videos of it. It's incredible what he has done. He can play center. He can play right wing. I would put him on right wing. Don't put him on center. Right wing's the best for him. definitely. But this guy is absolutely a beast in scoring. He finds a way to score, and he puts it beautifully that top shelf, finds out where to beat that goaltender. So thank you for watching. Any Talk News Sport, like the video, ding the bell, comment, share. We need 2 more subs into 100, so please do that right now. And I'll see you next video. This is Any Talk News Sport. See you next video. Bye.